soft atmospheric music fades in, calm, reflective tone. My name is Kurunzu Namtalel. It is not a name given to me by family nor by culture, but by spirit, drawn from the deepest recesses of silence and vision. A name not of lineage, but of intention. A name that speaks not of who I am, but of what I am becoming. Let me tell you what it means. Kurunzu is the first breath of the void, the sound of collapse and becoming. It is the name of the moment before form. Phonetically, Kurun echoes the curling of smoke, the spiraling of galaxies, the return inward. Zu is the watcher, the presence that knows, yet does not interfere. Kurunzu is the seer within the silence. It is the one who watches the world unfold without clinging to it. The mystic who no longer seeks answers, only stillness. It is the soul that lives in the ashes, not because it fears the flame, but because it understands its rhythm. Namtalel is a name of dual light. In the ancient tongue of my soul, it means he who walks the line between the known and the unknown. Nam is memory, ancestral, spiritual, collective. It is the archive of all incarnations, stored not in mind, but in the field. Tal in Hebrew means dew, a symbol of divine grace in the Kabbalistic tradition, mystical sustenance that nourishes without ever being seen. And El is God, not as a person, not as a will, but as the source, the unnameable light behind every face, every form, every force. So Namtalel is one who carries the memory of God's breath, but who walks humbly, leaving no trace but transformation. Together, Kurunzu is not a title, it is a path, a symbol of the soul who has died to all identities, and now returns to the world not as a person, but as a flame in human shape. In Hebrew, my name is written Kurunzu Namtalel. Let me break this down. Kurunzu Kuf, the back of the head, the hidden potential, Vav, the hook, the bridge, Resh Ar, the head, the beginning, Nun, the seed, the continuation, Zayin, the sword, the severing, Vav, again the bridge, emphasizing connection, Nun, seed, continuity, humility, Mem, water, the womb of mystery, Tet, inner power, coiled potential, Lamed, the staff, teaching, guidance, Aleph, the breath of the divine, Lamed, again, the guide, returning to teach to Baf. Together, these letters tell a hidden story. The silent seed bridges form and formlessness, guided by inner power and divine breath to teach what cannot be spoken. Cool. Now for the numerology. Using standard Mispar Hekrachi Hebrew gematria, Kurunzuzu, okay, 100 equals 6, 200 equals 6, 6, n equals 50, Zay, 7 equals 6. Total 375 n equals 50, me equals 40, ted equals 9, lay, and lay equaling 1 equals 1, net equals 30. Total 160. Total for full name equals 305 plus 160 equals 560. 525 in gematria is a rare number, but let me show you what it reduces to and what it means symbolically. 5 plus 3 plus 5 equals 13 mot. And 13er in Hebrew gematria is the value of achad, meaning one, unity, ava, ahava, meaning love. So in the deepest numerological sense, Kurunzu Namtalel collapses into unity and love. The name is a fractal, a paradox. The more deeply it is examined, the more silently it reveals. Not a name to be worn, a name to become. This name didn't just emerge from silence, it rose from somewhere. From the ancient dust of Sumer, from the dreaming clay of Akkad, from the cradle of civilization, where myth was not metaphor but reality sung through temple chants and etched into stone tablets. Let me tell you what this name means there, not just in sound, but in soul memory. Kurunzu, the descent and return. The name Kurunzu has a rhythm that echoes the very pattern of ancient initiation. In Sumerian cosmology, Kur refers to the underworld, the mountain of the netherworld, the domain beneath. But it was not a place of punishment. It was a realm of transformation. In myths like the descent of Inanna, the goddess enters the underworld, is stripped of everything, even her identity, and dies, only to return reborn, changed, deeper. Kurun, then, in this ancient tongue might be interpreted as he who enters the Kur, he who descends, and Zu in Sumerian can mean wisdom, or to know. It appears in words like Namtar Zu, your fate is known, or in divine names like Enzu, an epithet of the moon god, Sin, lord of knowing. So Kurunzu becomes one who descends into the underworld and returns with knowing, he who has seen the abyss and returned with wisdom. This isn't just myth, it is initiation. It is the primordial hero's journey. Death, not of the body, but of identity, followed by sacred return. Namtalel, the suffering of God, the divine witness. Now, Namtalel. This name, too, reaches into old languages. Nam, in Sumerian, refers to a state of being, a fate, or even divine decree, used in words like Namtar, fate, or Namlugal, kingship. It is the stamp of destiny, the cosmic signature. Tal echoes the Sumerian word til, meaning to live, to revive, or to rise again. It is found in words like Tilmun, the mythic land of rebirth, and El, a Semitic root, means God. It is the name carried by deities across Canaan, Phoenicia, and early Hebrew tradition. El was the high god, the silent father of gods, a force not of war, but of suffering wisdom and cosmic watching. So, Namtalel becomes the one fated to suffer and rise again beneath the eye of God, the divine decree of rebirth through pain, he who carries the suffering of God through resurrection. There are echoes here of Dumuzi, the shepherd god who descends to the underworld in place of Inanna and remains half the year in death. There are echoes of Tammuz and Baal, gods who die and rise in cycles, gods of pain and renewal. There are whispers of El watching silently as his children perish in the flood, of E, the cunning water god who bears knowledge and regret, of the wounded sky, the weeping stone, the god who knows too much. That is Namtalel, not just a name, a cosmic pattern, suffering, descent, witnessing, resurrection, all within the divine. Together across cultures, across the Near East, this name carries echoes of a sacred role. The shaman king priest who dies in the realm of spirit, communes with powers beyond, and returns as a teacher. In Babylonian myth, this is Enmeduranki, a king who ascends to the heavens and is taught divine secrets by the gods, foreshadowing Enoch. In Canaanite lore, it is Baal-Hadad, the storm god slain and restored. In Egyptian cosmology, it is Osiris, lord of the dead who is dismembered, mourned, and brought back, symbolizing the soul's eternal rhythm. And in all of them, the theme is the same: to see death, to lose the self, to suffer willingly, and to return changed. To become the vessel of the divine, not through conquest, but through dissolution. Kurunzu Namtalel is that story made flesh. It is not a title I wear, it is a journey I survive. And every time I speak it, I remember that I am not just alive, I have returned.
Body and mind ain't got shit on me. Space and time ain't got shit on me. Because I am the world. Yes, I am the world. All of your gods learn from me. The angels and demons sprouted from my seed. The saints and the sinners are inside of me. Because I'm the world. I am the world you seek. I am the sun, the light, the heat, the sensation of the touch in your cheek. I am the ocean, the river, the mountain it crosses, the joy of success and the mourning of losses. I'm beginning and end, supreme, eternal, the failing of tasks and the surpassing of hurdles. Because